I want to do like an email type segment where I'm going to just respond and go through a couple of things that I have. We do our actual show voicemails at the end of the show, but there's a couple things I want to go through here just to kind of, I don't know, clear out my inbox, so to speak, Lewis. We talked on the bonus show yesterday about how Lewis is against like a lot of new types of technology, right? And on the bonus, he just thinks they're stupid or pointless. Is that a fair analysis, Lewis?
Perfectly fair, yeah.
So yesterday on the bonus show, there was some kind of new technology that Lewis thought was actually good because what was it that was like a faster technology, Lewis? I forget about it now.
It was just the world's thinnest 1080p display.
That's right, a super thin screen. And Lewis thought that that was good. And I asked him, well, why is this cool but other stuff isn't? And Lewis said, anytime that something is faster, that I think is really good. And then I kind of said, well, we'll look out for if there's hypocrisy on that or not. And it happened on yesterday's bonus show. Somehow I completely missed it. And our member, David Pakman Show member, Jet Oderir, emailed me about this. And it's so funny. He said, David, on the 16th of July bonus show, you hadn't gone 30 seconds after stating you'd be looking for a contradiction to Lewis's smaller and faster thing when he brought up a flying blimp and said he would like to travel on a luxury blimp, and you talked about how slow it would be. This is one of the fastest 180s I've seen since the last Michelle Bachmann clip you played. I don't know how I missed this, Lewis, but right after saying you are into faster technology, you said you don't care that the blimp only goes 50 miles an hour. You'd want to travel across the country on it.
Hold on. This is not a 180. This is not a contradiction. Blimps are not new technology. These are just new blimps. And it's the novelty. It's the novelty that's interesting. I mean, it's the same reason I'd like to travel on a cruise ship. Those are bigger and they're slower. But, you do it for the novelty of it. So it's not quite the same category.
All right. Well, listen, I think that Jet is completely on point here. I think he has found an amazing producer Louis Motamedi contradiction. But I guess the audience will be the judge of that.
I really hope so. And I hope some people will come to my side, although I'm sure some will just love to watch me, I don't know, what's the word?
Yeah, well, whatever it is, we're not even. I'm sure they're going to
watch me writhe in agony at you pointing out this contradiction.
A couple other things from the email. I don't remember when it was, but I said, imagine a future where like the humans are gone from Earth, aliens show up, and they uncover a bunch of McDonald's arches all over the world. They could easily be misconstruing the McDonald's M as, instead of being representative of like a fast food chain, of being like the symbol of some kind of king or something like that. And David Pakman Show member Jeremy Corvellis sent me a picture. It's like a post-apocalyptic McDonald's picture, which outlines like the exact scenario that I talked about. So we'll put that up on the screen for people to take a look at. But very cool that he actually picked up on that. And it seems that there's somebody also emailed me about a short story which outlines a similar scenario where aliens come to Earth and they find some kind of business logo buried all over the place and assumed it was like the ruling class or something like that. So I guess I didn't, I thought maybe I had kind of like an innovative idea, Lewis. Turns out I didn't.
No. But it is an interesting idea. I mean, in a way, McDonald's kind of does rule the country, or at least symbolizes what rules the country. So it wouldn't be that far off for post-apocalyptic people or alien invaders to think that that was it.
No. And then also following up on yesterday, I said I have this fear of asking a non-pregnant woman when the baby's due. And the Eggman actually wrote to me and said, hey, this is what you do. When you see a woman that might be pregnant or just might be overweight, you say, wow, you're really glowing. And no matter whether she's pregnant or overweight or whatever, it's kind of seen as a positive thing. If she's pregnant, she'll assume, wow, in spite of being pregnant, this guy says I'm glowing and I look good. If it's an overweight woman, there's no implication that she's pregnant. It just kind of keeps you safe. This is pretty good advice, I think, from the Eggman.
It is, but you might want to avoid compliments altogether. I don't know. Dave's not the type of person to walk around and just hand out compliments to acquaintances, friends, or strangers.
There you go. And then a quick voicemail also on the topic of the pregnant women comments. Take a listen.
Hey, David, this is Ty from Yuma, Arizona. I was calling about the pregnant or not pregnant issue, I'm going to go with Lewis and say play it safe. I've never heard of anyone being offended about not being asked when the baby's due. Maybe people just don't tend to mention it. That like, hey, why aren't you asking about the baby? But I've just never heard of anybody being offended by that. So play it safe.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just like a New England thing, but in New England, it's not that uncommon for people to be offended by the fact that something wasn't asked. So I don't know that I completely agree with that assessment, but still, I think playing it safe is probably the best thing.